Hey Brickheads, Scott with 36 Bricks here, and this is my city. Let's check it out.
Test. Why am I not hearing anything? Test, test, test. Can anybody hear me? Test. Hello, 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 everybody. Hope everybody is doing awesome. Can anybody hear me? I am having difficulty hearing myself, and it is very weird. I can't hear any, like I'm on YouTube and I can't hear the live stream. I'm on Twitch. I have the full volume up. I can't hear anything. So weird. Do 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 do. Can anybody hear me? Anybody? Test, 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 test. It shows that my mic is going, but I can't hear anything. And that is what's weird. Now let me see if I change my sound settings. Test, test, test. If I change my sound settings. Can anybody hear me? Anybody test? Okay, that worked. So I think you guys are hearing me. I'm just not hearing myself, which is really, really weird. Well, you are live and we are here, so that is something. Can you hear me, Mike? Test. Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Is there an echo? See, I can't hear myself. This is what's weird. And I usually can. I mean, and my streams are on. Test. So, oh, no echo now. I can hear you just fine, though. That's so weird. Test, test, test. That is so weird. It's like a deafening silence. That's what makes it weird. Um, and like but I can't hear anything desktop wise. Let me see. Sorry. Speakers, track, headset, test. I should be able to hear. Hold on. That is so weird. Okay. Like it shows nothing's coming through. Desktop audio should be monitor only. Mute output. Test. This is freaky. Yeah, see, I can't hear anything. Desktop audio. What's weird is like there was no update, there was no anything. Wait, what did that say? Yeah, that's my proper mic. Well, thanks for being here, Mike. I appreciate you. Having a little bit of difficulties. Just trying to figure out what's going on. Because usually I can hear, and it's not like nothing's muted, right? Yeah, no, the sound's on. Usually I can hear myself, which I can, but I can't hear like my live streams to test. And then like usually I'll play background music like from YouTube or something. You guys can't hear it, but I can. Um, and that's, that way I have some things, I have some kind of sound other than dead air in my ears. But it's just weird because it should be like there should be something on. Okay. So it's just weird. But I wonder if like I tried just where's Spotify? If I can hear Spotify. See, I can't hear Spotify. So it's got to be something with my headset. That's really weird. Because I was literally, is it tied into, let me close out Spotify. Yeah, no, I don't have anything tied in. I was doing double overwork last night for videos because, like, sometimes I'll like the ambient sound in like when I do a video, it's just too much, and so I'll have to mute it and then dub over like my voiceover, and so that I was thinking maybe that was an issue, but I don't even know. That's what's weird. Okay, well, I'm not going to bore you with just sitting here trying to figure shit out. I'll do that till the end. And if I need to, like, I'll switch mics or headsets. I'm not sure. But anyway, so hope everybody is doing awesome. I am doing good. Had a weird little moment. So usually every stream I spend the first 20 to 30 minutes just kind of chatting, keeping catching up for the week because I haven't seen you guys in a week. So there hasn't really been a whole lot going on. So I did find out yesterday officially. Yes, the my inside desktop is toast. They spent a week trying to back up the system, and some of it kept failing. Like the connection would fail or something along those lines, and it just wouldn't work, or it would stop working. And then they'd have to start again, and they'd have to you know how when you transfer data over to a drive of any kind, a thumb drive or a hard drive, and there's duplicate, they'd have to check off all of the duplicate content and go through that process and then go from there. So they've been doing that for pretty much the last week. I took it in, not yesterday, but the week before yesterday, and so there was about 400, a little over 400 gigs of data on the existing CPU in that hard drive. And they were only able to recover a little over 300, which I'm like, honestly, it's better than nothing, right? I mean, that's all I can, um, that's really all I can hope for. And so they were able to back up quite a bit. After the stream today, I'm going to rush over to Best Buy, pick up the stuff, pay for the hard drive, and go from there. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. So I have that to do. We also let me bring it up. So I was looking out my window, okay, and it was really really strange because I saw this so. Let me recap. So we had in front of our house we have a little area. We call it the park, and it's a nice size area. I don't know what the dimensions are. I would probably say it might be, because we have 5 acres of land, right? So I would probably say it's about 5 car lengths long, about 2 car lengths deep. Okay, it's good sized space. We call it the park. And when we moved in, there was a bunch of pine trees. It looked gorgeous, luscious, and green. And because of what the previous owner did, um, they were on septic, and they cut the septic line because it wasn't passing inspection, and and so it was that situation of the trees started dying out, and before we realized it, uh, all but one of the trees were dead. Very very sad. And so, yeah, they got back something. Exactly, they got back something. So, um, in the tree that is remaining, so we had two of the biggest trees, and every season for the first couple of years, one tree would have owls, the other tree would have red-tailed hawks, and they would change season to season. So it's like, okay, so during the summer, the red-tailed hawks would be in one tree, and then during the winter, the owls would be in the other tree, and then they would switch. Whoever so if the owls came in, it was really cool. Queen of Raccoons. That's funny. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Hello there. Uh, hope you are doing well. Thanks for being here. So, oddly enough, so we had the two main trees. We had to cut down the second biggest tree because it was dead. It was dead. Branches were falling down during windstorms and stuff, so we took the safety route and had to cut most of it down. So now that particular tree, it might be like 30 feet tall, but it's pretty much just a glorified stump. The other tree, however, it's still about 150 feet tall. And at the top is the red-tailed hawk's nest. Now, we haven't seen the owls in forever. I think the red-tailed hawks have basically taken over that area, and they haven't left. They pretty much, it's like, this is our home, we're not giving it up, and all of that. So I looked out to the tree, and the cool part about it is this year we have the two parents have at least two babies. They might have more, but we've seen 4 pseudo adult red-tailed hawks. Very, very cool. So anyway, I look out to that tree and I see this like furry, like long furry thing just flapping in the wind. And I'm like, what the hell is that? Is it something like did the red-tailed hawks pick up a squirrel and it dropped it or something? Like, what the hell's going on? So I look out there and I see this tail, and this is what. And I walk out there, and this is what I find. I find a fox in the tree. Now, mind you, this fox right now, I would say, is a good between 50 and 75 feet off the ground. And you can tell this is what I saw. Oh, sorry. This is what I saw. I saw the tail, and it's just chilling there. And I'm like, what the hell? And I'm like, is it dead? Like, because I don't know. Because, like I said, at the top of this tree is a red-tailed hawk's nest, and they're not exactly small. You know, the younger ones are smaller, but they're not small. They're not as big as a fox, but I see this little guy, and so I walk out there and see, you can see his head. His head is kind of positioned in a way to where if I moved, he doesn't have to move his head to keep his eye on me. So I don't see it move. And so I'm like, okay, that's weird. So I don't know. I don't know if it's just my nature or if it's the Native American in me, but I don't like hurting animals unless I absolutely have to. Okay? If they are being a severe nuisance or there's major issues with them, I will hurt them and kill them. But ultimately, I like to leave nature and animals alone. So this little guy's up there. So I grabbed a water hose because like I said, I didn't want to hurt him. So I I grabbed the water hose, and mind you, it's 90 plus degrees outside right now. Well, at the time when I went out there. So I took a couple pictures, I grabbed the hose, and I start spraying him to see if he's even alive. And sure enough, he gets up, and he actually, you can't really see it, but he goes, I don't know if it's in the second picture. Yeah, I just double clicked. You can kind of see it. There's a branch up here. He climbs up to that one. And I'm like, fuck. So anyway, um, so I try to get him out. So, like I said, I didn't want to hurt it. If he stayed up there, he was going to be dead. And if he tried to go up to the red-tailed hawk's nest, he's outnumbered 4-1. And granted, he might be able to take out one of them, but nevertheless, the other 3 will get him or knock him off the tree. So I didn't want that. So I said, okay, well, I'm gonna try to spray him with more water, see if that works. Well, because he had climbed up to this section here, I could no longer reach him with the hose because this is about 50 to 75 feet. This is probably a good, I don't know, 7, 8, maybe 6 to 8 feet higher. My hose couldn't reach him with spraying it down. So, all right. So my only options were air horn. I have a BB gun. I have a rock, or I have rocks, and then I have sticks. Again, didn't want to hurt him. So first thing I use is the air horn. Didn't even phase him. He could care less. Uh, and I'm gonna check. Okay. Then I tried a couple rocks. Now I wasn't trying to hit him. You know, I was trying to hit the tree or hit around him. Didn't hit him with a single rock. Let's just be clear. I did not hit him with any rocks. All right. That didn't work. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get the BB gun. I unloaded my BB gun. Okay, and my BB gun looks like a Glock. Okay, so I unloaded my BB gun to make sure that there was no bullets in it. I didn't want to hurt him at all. I raised it, I shot at him and it was just air. Didn't phase him. Didn't phase him. So I'm like, all right, well I know I'm a good shot. I know I'm not going to hit him. I'm going to load my BB gun and I'm going to fire a couple rounds at him. hit all the branches around him. Didn't phase him. He didn't care. And I was like, you know what? All right, let me put one or two on him. See what happens. And so I fired at him one or two BBs. They bounced. They did hit him. They bounced off him. Didn't even phase him. One actually hit him in the head, and he just shook it off. And again, the point. I mean, BB guns with that kind of distance, shooting up, gravity, they're not going to hit anything. You could literally fire it at anything, it won't penetrate. And I knew that. So, didn't do anything. I'm like, all right, well, here's the thing. I don't want this thing to die. So, I'm going to spray it with water one more time. Try to get it as soaked as possible. So, I spray it and I get higher, so that I could actually reach it. I'm able to make contact with it and I spray it down to wet it. Because then at least it has water. Because it can lick the water off of its coat. So I just said, okay. Now I did also try some wood sticks. Again, I hit all around it. I didn't actually hit the fox at all. Again, didn't phase the fox. It was just like it was looking at me like, what the fuck are you doing, man? This ain't gonna work. So lo and behold, I leave it alone. I say, you know what? You've at least got water on your coat now. I'm not gonna mess with you anymore. I'm not gonna try to get you down. It's up to you. And I kept telling him, I'm like, dude, you gotta get down. I'm not here to hurt you, which it probably thought I was full of shit if it could understand me. But I'm like, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not trying to hurt you. I just don't want you in that tree. Um, for both reasons. I don't want him to get hurt. I don't want the hawks to get hurt. Lo and behold, I go out there last night, and he's gone. So, yay! Cool. Um, so, there's two reasons a fox would go up a tree like that. One would be to get bird eggs. They do eat birds, small birds. They do eat bird eggs. And so that would be reason one. Reason two is it got scared and it got chased up there, which could be a case because it is a smaller fox, and we do have coyotes around or other dogs. I think I would have heard dogs if the dogs had chased the fox up, but who knows? So that was my interesting story. That was what happened to me yesterday. So lo and behold, the fox has left the building, has left the tree, and hopefully it is nice and safe and hunting and all of that. And I figured it was probably going to leave at night because I'm pretty sure they're nocturnal hunters, but you never know. So that's kind of what's going on. So today, as you can see, we're actually going to build a set. For those of you that don't know, a Bricklink designer program, Bricklink is owned by, for the most part, owned and operated by Lego staff now. Bricklink was bought out a couple of years ago. Great company. Their home office is in Irvine, California, which is in Southern California, about a 2-hour drive from me. Every once in a while, we get invited as a LUG member. We hold our meetings there sometimes. They do marketing promos and a few other things, which is great. But lo and behold, it's a great time. Um, so it's a lot of fun. Um, and the plan is we are um, sorry. So yesterday, Bricklink Designer Program launched, I believe, Phase 5 for crowdfunding. I believe everything, and I can check, is currently um, sold out. But let's see. Current series. Oh no, they're not. Okay, so if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, if you go to bricklink.com and click above here, you will see the Bricklink Designer Program, and you can click on current series. They are currently on Series 8, which is really cool. And or no, Series 5. Sorry, Series 8 is for submissions, and Season 5 is for crowdfunding. So these are the 5 sets that they've come out with. So they've come out with Thieves of Tortuga, which is a great little village type set. Awesome stuff. Then you have this antique shop that is for sale, and some of them, the prices vary, right? Now the cool part about it is that these sets they only produce. I think they're doing 10,000 now. Um, it's either 5 or 10,000. Now, if I was to purchase one, I think I might purchase this set here. This is a really cool little set. However, I have to be honest. I most likely have all of the pieces to build this myself, so there's really no reason to buy it. And it's not badly priced. It's 55 bucks, a small set. Comes with uh, 232 unique parts, 594 parts total, 3 minifigures, 3 stickers. And I'm sure the stickers, there's 2 of this sticker right here, and then I don't know where the other sticker would be. But I know looking at this, like I have most of these parts. So I'm not in fear of losing out on any of that. But it's a really cool program because if you start looking at like they don't go back to series 1, maybe they do. Yeah, so like this is series 3. So this Art of Chocolate Factory is amazing. I mean these sets are awesome, but they can be bigger sets, right? Then series 4, you have it's kind of a steampunk, type thing. So you have a Wild West train. You have a merchant boat, which is kind of similar to kind of Wild West. You have a castle. You have a sage encampment, and then you have a riverside scholars, something whatever that is. Series 6, which is on sale right now. You've got the Thieves of Tortuga, Mushroom Village, an antique shop. You have Adventure in Transylvania, and then you have a popcorn wagon. Series 6, these are the sets that have been chosen. So the Art Factory, which is really cool, Off Road Adventure, the Gold Mine, which looks awesome. You have a Sequoia tree trail, and then you have an Outlaw Forest Den. Season 7, again, those have already been set. So you have this uh, privateer pirate ship. You have this Walt. You have the sushi restaurant, which is cool. A lot of modular people are going to be flocking over that set. And then you have a alchemist shop and a antique collection. Cool. Series 8, they're reviewing submissions, but these are what have already been submitted, and you actually, as the viewer, get to vote. So you get to vote as to what comes out. So that's really cool. Anyway, so that's kind of what Bricklink Designer Program is. Now, you're thinking, why the hell am I talking about Bricklink Designer Program? Well, they don't have it on here, but Season 1 and Season 2, um, Oh, hold on. Hold on. PDF. Sorry, I was looking to see. Oh, all right. I'm not authorized. Okay. Okay, so the reason why is because I participated in they before they had Series 3, they obviously had Series 1, Series 2, and then they had other variations of the streaming. I'm very jealous of your parts wall. It would be so useful for my mock. Well, thank you so much. Sorry for the delay in reading that. It has definitely been a work in progress. Um, this has not always been like that, and what's behind me. So if you want to actually see my entire part wall, the camera's not working. Why is the camera not working? Oh, do. Let me see if I can bring up the camera. Nope. It's being stupid. See, the technology today is being stupid. I don't know why. So my part wall, but even with limited parts, I'm still trying to make it work right now. And the colors to be more blended and not random. Okay, so I can move my face camera. Um, so that you can see my full on part wall. Here is the part wall. So it's way bigger than actually what you can see. So my part wall actually spans 30 feet long by about what did we determine? It was about 9 feet tall. So 30 feet long, 9 feet tall, um, and it has not been the easiest. Sorry, it has not been the easiest transition. You can see the bins up top. It was all of those bins, but just by color, and I've actually been sorted each and every individual part, and it's taken me forever. So, um, it's once it's finished, um, which I'm not too far off, it will be amazing. But it has been a lot of work because I've had a lot of parts. Going back to Bricklink Designer Program, so this set right here um, is an amazing set. So this is the Studgate train station that they came out with. And let me shut this off for now and show you this way. So this is an amazing set. You might have seen a few people purchase it and build it. I've had it for a while. I actually thought about selling it, and then most recently I've actually been designing my monorails, and I think this would be an amazing addition as a monorail station. So I'm actually pretty excited about the things that I have to come, and I'm going to be building this for the next probably couple weeks because as you guys know, I only stream for one day a week, and I'll probably get through. It is 4,000 parts, and I'll probably get through about 500 to 1,000 parts per stream, depending on how long I can stream. So we are going to open this bad boy up and kind of organize things and get it all situated, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So there are separate things. And I'm actually afraid because, So this thing is actually pretty big. So as you can see, this is a 48 by 48 base plate, and I don't use these base plates, so I will have to figure that out. I will probably put on. I'll probably expand it. I have the carnival that I can work off of. I have, Let me get this out. Let me turn the face recognition on. There we go. So we're going to tackle this bad boy. Here's the thing. So, Queen of Raccoons, and again, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I know a lot of people are at Brick World Chicago or getting geared up to go to Brick World Chicago. Okay, 3 boxes and a base plate. All right, so we are going to need. I'm going to put this on a couple base plates, so I'm going to need 8 base plates for this, and then I'm going to expand it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to need 4 gray base plates, and that's where I'm going to have an issue. So I have 2 here. Now, yes, I do use off-brand base plates. It's just something I do. Oh, here's another gray. And that helps me quite a bit. So there's a 3rd gray. And then I know there's a gray here. I don't even know why all this stuff is on a gray base plate. But I will take this stuff off and use it. All right. All right. They're all dusty. All right, so 615, 595, and 600. So I'm going to assume or guess that that is box 3. This is box 2, and maybe this is box 1. But first and foremost, I need to build out I need to build this bad boy out. Okay. Let me see if I can cheat a little bit. Sorry, I know I'm off camera. Oh, no, because that's single. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to cheat. I'm going to have to work. All right, hold on 1 second. Oh, over here, dude. There we go. All right. So just got in a bunch of parts, so I'm going to use those first. Since they are here. Alright, and I'm going to use these. So 2, 4. Hold on, so if it's 4, so be like Just so I have a visual. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 times 2 would be 16. So write 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Okay. So I need 16. Um, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. All right. This is probably going to take up all those parts. All right. But that's okay. Okay. All right. So if you are still with us, let me know. What are you guys up to? Anything exciting? Building anything that is cool? These are like, I'm like, usually there's a lip, and there isn't. I just wasn't finding the lip. It really sucks that I don't have music. Okay, so I'm gonna set these aside, because these are gonna go on top. This is gonna go, squeeze that. Okay. Now, this is not this big. However, I am probably going to modify this to be a little bit bigger. Not by much, but mainly just to figure out the proportions. And make sure that we're all good that way. I don't have a 48 by 48 plate. All I work off of is 32 by 32s. So this is going to be something that I have to adjust for, which is fine because I do have buildings that are on, or that are this size. Like my, a couple of my building, like the Chinese festival, for example, is this size. The Grand Boutique Hotel is this size. So I'm not necessarily, my police station, excuse me, my police station is this size. So I'm not necessarily worried about too much about the size. Okay. So now we're going to start connecting these together. And go from there. Alright, so now those are together. Still have to connect them in the middle, which I will do there. And for the most part, that should do it. I will extend these this way. I will do here and here. Hold on. It's 4. I'll do 4. Okay. Okay. So since we're 5, and then still 4. And this is just essentially to ensure that all of this sticks together. We're all in this together. Okay, so that's pretty solid. All right, so then now we just need to kind of fill in the gaps and go from there. So I'm not going to use these. I am going to use my 2x2s, which I need to find. I thought I had them close, but I does not. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Had to take Cat to the vet as he has not eaten in 2 days. Oh my gosh. Is the vet okay? They said it is just old age. Oh. Yeah, our cat a couple years ago just was not eating. We ended up, I ended up waking up one morning and saw that he was kind of bleeding from his mouth, which meant kind of internal bleeding. So we took him in and we had to put him down. He was my boy. He was my Sparky. We hate to do it. We would have preferred that he kind of passed away on his own accord, but it was kind of that time. How old is he? Or how old is your cat? I think I had 1x4s, which is fine. He was 15. Yeah. Yeah. Ours was 17. All of our cats we've had to ripe old ages. It's rare that we've had to have, or that one of our cats didn't last. We had a cat named Charlie that, we woke up one day and he was looking pretty bad. And we'd only had him for a couple years, wasn't that old, and he just had a heart defect that just kind of sprang up, and we ended up, because we didn't want him in pain. Let me see where I'm at. Usually on the sides I like to go solid, and there's, okay. Just because, just because on the outskirts I do the masonry brick, and it makes it a little bit easier. Okay. So we're just rocking this out. Our cat's name is Finklerheimer. Oh, Finkelheimer Schmidt, or Fink for short. Yeah, we had Zoo, and he lived to be 27. We had Samantha, who lived to be 20, I believe 25. Um, we had Precious, which was about 22. BB's was about 22. And then uh, Sparky, which was about 17. And then we currently have Hazelnut, which we call her Hazel, um, and she is a nut. Uh, she is currently 5. And then we have the triplets. We have Callie, we have Rocket, and we have Shadow. And of course, if you didn't know they were triplets, you couldn't tell. All 3 of them look completely different. Callie is a calico. Um, both Shadow and Rocket are black and white, but Shadow is all black with a hint of white. He's a tuxedo cat, similar to the cat set that just came out recently. And then Rocket is primarily white with a couple patches of black. He's a cow in multiple sense. The way he looks, and he is a big beast. He's a big boy. What are you talking about? Oh, we're talking. Hey, Manitage or Manitasia? Is that how you pronounce it? We are talking about cats. We are currently building the train station from the Bricklink Designer Program, and then we are actually talking about our cats. How are you? Did I pronounce that right? Is it Manitasia? I just started seeing this. Sweet. So sweet. I got it right. Woohoo! I am multi-streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. So when you see the other, you will see Restream Bot. That is the program in which is transferring the chat and dispersing the live stream on 2 different channels. Then you will see basically Twitch, and then you will see the person talking, which I am currently talking to Mike or Maiku-san. And then that's showcased in parentheses, and then what they say. Yeah, you pronounced it right. Sweet. I'm really happy about that. Yeah, Fink is a Tux cat as well. Our other cat that we had to pass on to another family for the move to T. I gotcha. Tennessee was named Recent Price or Vinny for short. Oh, like Vincent Price? Oh yeah, I missed the Vincent. So Vincent Price or Vinny for short. Nice. That's cool. Not a lot of people know who like Vincent Price is nowadays, which is sad. He was like the king of horror for a long time. How often do you stream? I stream every Monday at the same time. So 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The first half an hour I usually chit chat, catch up. Because I only stream once a week, I do post videos on YouTube Monday and Friday, and then I live stream on Wednesday. So yeah, live streams are just once a week, and I usually try to live stream for about 2 to 3 hours. So we're about an hour in right now. Can I call you Monty? Is that fine? Where are you from? That we have a reference on time zone. I don't need to know your exact location, closest big city, and country, because if I don't recognize the city, I may not know it. I am currently in the U.S. in Southern California, which is I am far from L.A. There's a lot of shit going on in L.A. right now, but I am far from L.A., so I'm in no danger. However, I am closer to the San Andreas fault line, so if that shit goes, I'm fucked. And just as a cautionary tale, I am an adult. This is an adult-based stream, but kids are more than welcome. However, keep in mind that I may cuss from time to time. May as they say, I tend to be an equal opportunity offender. If I haven't offended you yet, just wait. I will. Give me a minute. But yeah, so we're talking about cats. My Ikusan's cat is not doing all that well, and so we were just kind of talking about our cats. My nickname is Money. Money, 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 money. I am from India. Hyderabad. Probably the city name, but I have no idea where that is. So, welcome, welcome. Hope you are doing well. So we are building the Bricklink Designer Program set. However, at this point right now, all I am doing is laying down the foundation so that I can build it up. I do a what's it called? I do a double mills plate because I have fat fingers, and as I do electrical and stuff like that, it gets hard to get the wires in and all of that. So that is what. Oh, you know what? I want to use 2x4s, but I do like a modified mills. Okay, so because I pretty much I do my version of it. Um, it's not perfect, but it works for me. And I use. There we go. So, Money, what do you like to build? Anything in particular? Anything? And most of the time, every single plate is different. Because I'm stupid like that. Should be here actually. But yeah. Anyway, so Mike, going back, if you don't mind me asking and prying, so what they say as far as your cat, like, is it just kind of one of those? It's a matter of time, or kind of what did they allude to anything that can be done? I mean, if he's not eating, it kind of might be just a matter of time. That's that. Like I said, that's kind of what happened with Sparky. Sparky just kind of stopped eating. He stopped kind of drinking. And we tried to. We knew that wasn't going to be long, and we were hoping that he'd just kind of fall asleep one day and not come back. And when things from our perspective seemed to get worse, we didn't want him to suffer anymore, so um, we decided to kind of end his suffering per se. I completed my high school in India, so I have a lot of free time. I wake up at 12 and just play games on my PS5. I am playing Arkham Knight right now, and I recently got into Lego. Nice. I got a Lego built as my B-Day gift. What? So what? Happy belated birthday. I assume your birthday was because you said you received. Choo choo Bob. 1212. How's it going, my friend? Good to see you. Hello, AFOLs. I call us Brickheads. But if you don't know what an AFOL is, an AFOL stands for Adult Fan of Lego. I am planning to go to Australia or Germany for college. Nice. So are you taking like a gap year, or are you like you're just chilling until like because you just graduated and summer is in play? But Choo Choo, Bob, well, again, welcome. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Hope you are doing well. We are currently building the Bricklink Designer program. It's called the, officially, shit, where'd my box go? And we're going to be probably building this for the next couple streams. Because not only are we going to be building it, but we are going to be modifying it. Because I am actually incorporating a monorail in my city, and it's called the Studgate train station. So I'm going to convert it into the Studgate monorail station. Dang, keyboard just realized I said AFOLs and not AFOLs. Oh, AFLOws. Hey, check out the flow. Check out my flow. Y'all gotta go. Ow, now. Thank you. What movie is that from? Anybody? Bueller. I'm planning to go to. So are you like I was kind of asking, are you in a gap year or are you just on hiatus because of the summer or anyways, how are you all? I am good. How about you? Again, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. If you like what you see, don't forget to click that follow button. And if you like my content and want more, you can always find me on YouTube. I am currently multi-streaming on YouTube. And I also do post videos and content on there. And I do have merch and all that kind of fun stuff. Choo Choo, where are you from? If you don't mind me asking. Don't need your exact address, obviously, unless you win a prize. But like, where about in the world are you? Closest, city in the country. If you're in the U.S., state and city would be great. Just so I have a reference. What is your favorite Lego build, and are you pro Lego builder? Okay, so what is my favorite Lego build? So my favorite Lego build of all time is the old fishing store. It's a Lego idea set that came out several years ago. It reminded me of a place that that my grandfather used to take me fishing. And mind you, I don't like fishing, but it was just a memory with my grandfather, and he passed away in 2014. And I saw that, and I was like, that is super cool. So that's what also got me into Lego. As far as, and are you pro Lego builder? Can you rephrase that question? Are you asking me if I am a professional Lego builder, or are you asking me if I'm like pro Lego building? Which, I mean, I guess that question kind of speaks for itself. Are you referring to like, if I just prefer legit Lego, or if I am okay with off-brand? Not sure exactly what the question entails. My apologies. Colleges start September 1st week. I am just chilling. Cool. What are you going to study? Doing good. I finished up a mock portfolio and trying to get feedback on it and would like to share. Don't know if it falls under self-promo, but thought I'd ask. You're not going to be able to share links in the um, you're not going to be able to share links or anything in the chat. As far as self promo, I've kind of laxed on it. But here's the thing, guys. As far as self promo goes, so I started out on the YouTube side, which is very, very, very self promotion. Like they're against self promotion, right? So like every channel has a rule. If you live stream, no self promotion. You know, you're evil if you self promote, all of that. And that's where I stem from. And I got kind of brainwashed into that mentality. And then when I came over to Twitch and saw the positivity in people going, yeah, go ahead. I kind of adapted that. So that really rule doesn't really apply. However, you're still not going to be able to post links or anything like that. If you would like to whisper me that link, I'm not going to share it on stream, but I will take a look at your stuff and see what you got going on, and I wouldn't mind giving you feedback. But yeah, I mean, self-promotion is fine as long as that's not the only reason you're here, and people can tell. Yes, I am meant it as professional Lego builder. Okay, so I'll get to that in a second. Computer science, because it pays a lot. Nice, nice. Okay, so am I a professional Lego builder? I guess that depends on your definition of professional. I do not consider myself a professional at Lego building. No. However, based on traditional definitions of professional, a professional gets paid in a sense for doing something. And in a sense, I do kind of get paid for building Lego in the sense of content creation. So when I live stream, I'm currently live streaming. I get ad revenue if you guys sign up for measure or I in the sense of like, you know, there's ad revenue when I build, if people sign up for memberships, all of that kind of fun stuff. In that kind of sense, yes, but some people have a laxed definition for that because, you know, if you're making, you know, $100 or $200 a month building Lego during live streams and posting content, uh, people are like, that's a side hustle or that's a side gig. You're not necessarily a professional. So, depends on your definition of professional. I would consider myself a non-professional. I wouldn't consider myself a expert either. However, I will say that I'm pretty skilled and I know my stuff. I don't know everything, of course, but I still know how to do a lot. I did try out for Lego Masters USA Season 2. We were all set to go. We were told that they were wanting us on the show or at least onto the producers rounds, and then my partner walked. So I couldn't find a partner, therefore I wasn't able to be on the show. Season 3, I tried out with my mom, and they chose a different mother-son team. So again, wasn't chosen for the show. Thought about trying out for season 6. However, they do require a passport, which is something I do not have. So I was not able to try out, if that makes sense. I've never whispered before. So what you're going to do for a whisper is you're going to click on my name, which is not on there. So I will say hi, just for that sake. You're going to click on my name, and there should be an option to whisper me. And I can whisper you, so I can say hi. and you'll see the whisper come up. It's a whisper is a private message. Is this your job or you do something else? Just answer if you want to. I'm an open person, so I don't mind. Forgot to ask, what is your name? My name is Scott. And you can call me Scott. You can call me Brix. I mean, I don't care. You can call me an asshole. I'm totally okay with it. um, uh, but I mean, some people it just depends on what people want to call. As far as do I do this for a living? No, I have a secondary position or a primary. So I am a wedding photographer by trade, or technically a photographer. I haven't just been a wedding photographer. I've photographed senior portraits, family portraits, special events. I started off in school portraiture and studio work. So overall, I'm a photographer in general. I do have my own business when it comes to photography. And then I kind of do a bunch of different things. I also live stream. I have my merch store. Yes, I am wearing an American flag, America. But if you live in a different country like India and you want me to design something similar to this for your country, I can do that. Um, but yeah, so so to answer your question, yeah, I am a photographer by trade. And as far as do I do this for a living? No, no. What I make here, and this is not a complaint. I'm an open book, and I'm being real. I don't make enough to sustain the builds that I do, let alone because if you have not seen it yet, um, oh, my camera is totally jacked right now. This is my room, but like it's totally all fucked up. I have to change that camera. It got adjusted improperly. So right now the camera is like all messed up. And this is, as you can see, a live camera. Uh, oh, see, it keeps adjusting. It's not. There we go. Hope that helps. That should help. And I need to pull. Nope. Oh, that's not going to work. All right, I'm not going to do that on stream. So this is my city. As you can see, it's all messed up. I've got a lot to do, and there's a cord in the way. But nevertheless, and I am back here. I know it's hard to see, but oh, that's nice. I can add another thing I can't do on Twitch because I don't have a phone and can't verify. Do you have a Discord? Yes. um, I don't know that I can send you guys the invite, but I can try. I will be back in 10 minutes. Some work. No problem. There we go. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to start. I'm going to start here. I'm going to see how I want to do this. Okay, so there's that. Okay. All right. So, got that down. Now we're going to go through and see what we can put together. See, like, there's no real point for these because there's nothing going to be holding it up. I need to move that whole row over. One brick. Yeah. Which means I need this and this goes away. Okay, so you're in my Discord now. All right. But like I said, if you're there just to self-promote, please don't. I don't mind self-promoting, but I would prefer that you are there for more than just that. I'll be back. Got to go eat lunch. Cool. All right. See, that's the thing. I don't know that I have enough parts to do what I want to do. I can modify. Because that's not going to work there, because that's going to hinder. Alright. So I will try my best. After these messages, we'll be right back. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay. Oh. So this would be here. Alright, I'll figure this middle section out. Alright. Okay, so we are rocking out this build. This wouldn't go here. This would go here. Okay. I think I'm gonna cancel these two out so that I have room to place these. So I might go here instead so that I have, yeah. Okay. What are you doing now? I am back, Scott. Welcome back. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. So I am basically just stacking the mills. That way, I will probably disconnect that one too. That way, I have stability and height. I do things a little differently when it comes to mills. See, I think that is going to go away. Because the inside corners go away, but they okay. So essentially, I'm building the base of the build itself. And the reason I'm doing that is because underneath here, like in with this, I am actually going to be including lighting and all of that stuff. So that is why I am like raising it up. Everything should go well. And yes, you will see me pull out the drill here in a little bit. But everything should kind of pan out. Okay. And if not, then we will adjust it, right? Because that's what you do. Man, I wish I could be there. My cousins have something like that, but on a smaller scale. They have the Titanic Lego build and Millennium Falcon build. Nice. I'm not, to be honest, I'm not that big into Star Wars. Just I never really got into it for some reason. See, I think this is gonna go away too. Try to see. I think these, yeah, I think these are gonna go away. All right, so I will do that. And the Titanic ship, I would have actually built that, but it's just too. See these? Oh man. The Titanic ship is just too big for my city, so that's why I never really got into that one. I have to have stability there. Huh. Am I doing it? Like I feel like I'm doing this all wrong. Alright, I know I need to do that. And I need to do that. So let's do that. You miss, oh, the question above that costs about the cost of your room. Sorry, how much does the entire room cost? I don't know. Probably in excess of 100 grand. Don't get any ideas because we have more guns than people around here. Okay. Right, yeah, so this doesn't apply. And this wouldn't apply. This... I'm trying to save pieces. Hold on. Yeah, because technically that wouldn't apply. That would apply. Okay. Yeah, I need to redo this. So that would apply. Oh, I don't think that would apply. Those two wouldn't apply. Talking about guns, why did the officer shoot the reporter in LA? I have seen the news. How old are you? I am approaching 45. Okay. I don't know. Um, I haven't heard that story yet. Um, I am in Southern California, but I'm not close to LA, so I'm not like I've been watching the news myself, but I have no idea. I do tend to try to stay away from politics. People typically can't talk um, respective or be respective to others, so I don't typically talk about it. But as far as I didn't know a officer shot a reporter. Um, I can only guess that one, it was either on accident. There's two reasons an officer would shoot anybody, either on accident or on purpose. And the purpose is usually if they feel that they themselves are threatened or in danger, and or others are in danger. Cops don't go around shooting people for no reason. Controversy. What is it? Although people tend to believe they do, but they don't. Typically, if an officer shoots somebody, it is because either the officer themselves feel that they themselves are in danger, or the the person that they have shot is going to endanger themselves or others. And um, it's usually for those reasons and those reasons alone. Yeah, cops just don't walk around shooting people. A lot of people think they do, but they don't. Huh. And if an officer did shoot a reporter, hopefully everybody's okay to some extent. I mean, obviously they're not going to be okay to this is why to every extent if they were shot, but that's why it wasn't working out. Okay. Much better. And if I may, be leery of news. Be leery of the news because a lot of times the news will fabricate stuff, or they because they want views, they want clicks, so they sometimes will make up stuff or either downplay or upplay things that that are not 100% true because they want the clicks, they want the views, they want the drama. You typically don't see a whole lot of things, positive things in the news, which is unfortunate because there should be more positivity in the world. Uh, okay, so going back to here, this. All right, so we need the supports. All right, we're gonna put these back. Sorry about the sad topic. No worries. Till when do you stream? I stream. I will probably be streaming for about another hour. I usually try to stream for 2 to 3 hours. It just kind of depends on the situation. I do have to take off um, and go grab my computer because it is trash, essentially. Alright. So we'll do here. Move that there. Oh, I'll do that there, like that one. I'm back and got a question. If you could bring back any theme Lego has done, what you bring back? I would bring back the 9-volt trains or the power functions. Okay, as far as a theme, I mean, not many people bought it, but I did love the Hidden Side series. So maybe that one. I mean, because my all-time favorite set is the old fishing store from the Lego Ideas. If they brought that set back, that would be great. But I do have an original copy of it, so yeah, I don't know. That's a hard question. I mean, there's certain things that I would love for Lego to come out with that they haven't come out with. But as far as an actual theme, I don't know. I could tell you themes that I would love to see if they decided to bring them out, but I highly doubt they would ever bring them out. I could tell you builds that I would love for them to bring out, but I don't know that they would. It's kind of a hard question as far as overall theme. Let me see. And then the 9-volt power functions. Yeah, I know, like, because I don't know, Choo Choo, if you're in a lug, but I'm in a few different lugs. And their train systems, is they swear by the 9-volt. Um, I don't do a lot of stuff with 9-volt, so it's kind of but um, but a lot of people I think agree with you in that they would prefer the 9-volt system or power functions back. I just think the system was flawed, and the problem is that like even the like I think it's the power functions. My phone, although it's like 2 years old, the app doesn't even work on my phone anymore, and that's the problem with those. That's why the 9-volt functionality is so great. It's because it doesn't require an outside source. It doesn't require you to be logged into the internet. It doesn't require you to have a good signal or have a good phone. It's just right there in front of you. It is what it is, and that's why people love it so much. So I totally get you. It's now getting late. I will join the next stream. Bye, Scott. No worries. Thank you. And Money, thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. If you lived in the U.S., you would get a point, but unfortunately, I can only do points for U.S. residents. If you don't know what the point system is basically every time somebody comments on a video, so every time somebody, and I haven't laid this out because I'm still working out all the kinks, but essentially every time somebody comments on a video, whether it be a short or a regular video, if somebody comments on or primarily hangs out in chat, during a live stream, then they get a point. And at the end of every month, what we do is we do a prize giveaway. And so if you are in the U.S., then you qualify. How many people are watching my stream? Well, I know there's only 4 people. I'm not sure why the question is relevant, but um, the there are currently like 4 people on watching Twitch, and then there are a few also on YouTube as well. Hey man, it's been a while. Oh, hey, Triple Dent. How's it going, my friend? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Huh. Man, you like extended your name, dude. Triple Dent Team Triple Dent 31 Next Gen TLS Titanic fan. Good to see you though. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Hope you are doing well. Yeah, it has been a minute. There was a lot of family stuff going on. And I wasn't able to stream for the longest time, and unfortunately, that seems to be a pattern. I'll start gearing up for maintaining a stream, and then things will happen, and it just doesn't work out. So, um, it's been a struggle, but for the most part, for the last few weeks, I have been able to maintain. So this is the front, so this would be the back. I have been able to maintain a good number of streams, and I have been able to maintain Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. The biggest issue, though, is essentially, let me do this. The I am looking for a full-time position. I have put my feelers out and all of that, and so that may become a problem if I do get a full-time position. They're obviously going to want me to work Monday through Friday, so I might be changing my stream times or days. Not exactly sure, but we will see. We will essentially cross that bridge when we get there. For now, that's all that I can kind of promise. My name has been this big for a while, a whole whole time, the whole time. Really? Well, maybe I just read the first part and did triple dent. My apologies. Let's see. I wanted to ask because you're the first YouTuber to answer my comments and interact, so I wanted to ask. No worries. So here's the thing. I try to, when you referred before and say, hey, you missed my question. There are times. So for whatever reason, OBS is not registering the chat, so I have to look at the chats, and I am big into communication. I want you guys here. I want to hang out. I want you guys to have fun with me, and all of that stuff. So I want to interact. I live out in the middle of nowhere. Like I said, it's a situation where there's more people, there's more guns out here than there are people. And so it's definitely a situation where I want to interact with people as much as I can. And because I live out in the middle of nowhere, that's not always possible. So if you guys are here and you guys are chatting, I want to chat with you. And to be honest, I get sad if there's no one here in chat and they're not chatting. But it does help, me mentally and all of that. So that's why I say, like, when people come and go, I really do. I am serious. I really do appreciate the fact that you're here. I can't answer every question. I can't read every comment because as I'm doing this, if it scrolls up, I might miss it. So that's where I am human. I can't do all. But I will say this. There have been times where I've had 200 people in stream. My biggest so far, I got rated into a bit from. I got rated into from a big streamer, and it brought me to like 990 something watchers. And in that capacity, that's why people do slow mo, because they just can't read it. It's not possible. And even then, in slow mo, if you've got 100 people talking, that could be difficult. So, and I'm not defending those streamers. I'm that person that says, hey, this is reality. This is what's going on. But I do try to comment. And if you comment on my videos on YouTube, I will respond. Because if you're taking the time, energy, and effort in commenting or you know, you know, participating, I'm going to return the favor. But I can't, like, sometimes I miss stuff. Sometimes things get blocked and I never see it because I don't get the notifications or anything. So, you know, just keep those in mind. But I do try to talk with you guys. That's why I'm here. I want to hang out and talk with you guys. Okay. The model. So have you done any mock trains? No, but currently I'm doing a monorail. If you want to classify that as a type of train. I have the only train. I'm not big into trains, but the passenger train I like, and I have seen a lot of people mock some trains. The model I wanted feedback on is 4 studs wide. That's not wide. That's very narrow. That's not wide at all. Do you have an Insta? Yes, it's the same. It's 36 bricks. However, it's 36BRIXS. There's an S added on because when I got all my stuff, there was actually somebody only on Instagram, and they don't post anything ever. There is somebody else on 30 that is 36 bricks, and I kind of have a feeling it was my account, and I just screwed up somehow, but I have no idea. But yes, it's 36BRIXS on Instagram. And I do try to post regularly. It is difficult, especially when I do events, but it can be difficult. But I do try to post as much as I can. I haven't posted in a little bit because I haven't had anything that I shared. Okay, so now that I have the wire in, I'm going to go ahead and secure that in a little bit, and I am just going to, let's see, do this. So we are going to go here, and I'm going to hope that this will work out. So we will drill a hole. So this would be like an alleyway, so it should be fine. Well, I want to. Okay. But to answer your question, no, technically I have not. I have not. Sorry if you answered my question. Please repeat. I got to add break just now. Okay, so here's the thing. If you if ads come up, please let me know. That way I can hold off on your question and I'm not repeating. Okay, that's just. I don't mind holding off on answering your question, and I don't mind repeating it either. So just in case. All right. So the question was, have I ever or the let me repeat the question. Hold on. Have you done any mock trains? The answer is no, unless you kind of classify a monorail as a train. So I do. So for my city, I do plan on putting in a subway, but I'm literally going to just transform the monorail or the passenger train. This one. Where is it? It's this is like part of it. It's not the full thing, but it's one of the. I'm sure you've seen this bad boy. It's the yellow and dark blue one. So I'm gonna use this as a subway train in my city, but I have not modded or mocked out a train at all. I do have, because I'm in a couple lugs. I have seen people do it, but I myself have not done it. Okay, so we are done with this. I'm going to throw those in there. And we are done with the masonry bricks. Right? That's still in the front. Yes. Okay, so I need the lids, and I'm going to put these back real quick. But does that answer your question? I'm not big into trains. The issue is trains take up a lot of space. I don't know if you know who Jang is. I'm sure you do. I mean, he has an amazing train setup and situation. But as far as trains go, I am implementing a monorail in my system, but not an actual train. I will do a subway, but not an actual train. It just takes up a lot of space. It really does. That's the difficult part. Choo Choo is like, I'm out. Screw him. He's not a train lover. I don't love him. Okay. All right. So here is the instructions. And there are a bunch of bags in here, obviously, but I don't know that they're in order, so let's see. I may not get to, so I may be able to help on that. Are you wanting to go with NYC subway vibe or any basis in particular? Yeah, subway for the most part, yes. I do have two subway train stations. Currently, they don't exist in my city. The reason why is because when I do events for my lug and stuff, I tend to bring those, but I do want to incorporate them back. So, I have custom printed 3D graphic, or what's it called? This is so weird. I'm gonna have to dump out every freaking box and then organize it accordingly. So yeah, I have like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles themed subway station. I have a movie themed subway station with subway lights, and then I have what is it called? I have that's pretty much it, but they're not technically in my city. As you saw, my city is an absolute cluster to no extent. So, it looks like, so here's bag 5, here's bag 20, here's bag 21, 22. I'm not seeing bag 1 or anything like that. This is bag 6, so it is a jumbled mess. I just followed you. Thank you. I appreciate you. That means a lot. Stay tuned because, like I said, I live stream every Monday, and then I also I live stream every Wednesday, and then I post videos Monday and Fridays. So usually Mondays is the YouTube short, and then Friday is the full-on regular video. I know there's a lot of people on here that do a lot more. I mean, there's one guy. He's cool people, Brixie, but he posts like 10 videos a day. It's like, holy cow. But he's like a full-time content creator. He spends his entire day creating content. So it's understandable. I just followed you on Insta. Oh, okay. Well, if you'd like, you can also follow me on Twitch and YouTube. That way, just don't forget to click notifications so that you are made aware that when I post videos and stuff like that and when I live stream. Because if you just follow me on Insta, you may not get those notifications as to when I live stream and all of that. But I appreciate that. I really do. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to have to definitely organize these. And then I will have to pull up the instructions. So we'll probably finish, we'll get all of this organized, and then that'll be it for today. I'm not going away anytime soon, because this is still going to take me some time. Faux show. Okay, 22. All right, get back in the fan. Okay, so I will do 1 through 10 in one box, 1 just to start, 11 through 20 in the second box, and then 20 and above, because I don't see anything with 30 and above, so we'll do that. Okay, so 5, because I have 3 boxes. This is 18, 16, 7, 3, 11. This is 9. How much longer are you on? You're going to the 2-hour mark. How much longer are you going to be on? Is that the question? So this will probably take me another half an hour. I've already been on for 2 hours. I usually go in between 2 and 3 hours. It does just depend on this situation though. Like if I'm in the groove, I may stay longer. But if not, then we'll see. Because so what I'm doing now is I'm separating into each category. So essentially, I have one box here, right here, that is 1 through 10. This box will have 11 through 20, and then this box down here will have 21 and up. Now from there, I'm going to put them in order. So in starting with box 1, I'm going to go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. That way I can just pull it out, and I'm not searching for bags on stream. So that's 17. So it's going to take me a little bit. This is just an extra bag. This doesn't have a number at all. But yeah, I usually, like I said, I usually try to stream for about 2 to 3 hours. It really depends. It also depends on how many people are in here, quite frankly. I mean, if I'm having great conversations and I don't have anywhere else that I need to go or do or anything like that, then I will stay. I'm all about it. I am, like I said, if we're having good conversations. Choo Choo, if you don't mind me asking, and I asked this before, but maybe I missed it. Where are you from? This is 12. What state? If you're in the United States, which state and closest major city? If you are not in the U.S., essentially the country and the biggest city nearby, I guess. But that way I have a point of reference. And then, as I mentioned before, for hanging out in the stream, I do rally points. However, it is for U.S. residents only. And the main reason, not that I'm like America, even though I am wearing an American or a flag. The main reason is because shipping outside of the U.S. is horrendously expensive. I shipped something to the Netherlands in March, and from what I understand, they have still not received it. So, and it cost me $75 to ship that prize. I shipped something to Canada, and I shipped that prize, and it cost me $26. So, I mean, if I was making Mr. Beast money, who gives a shit? I'll ship anything anywhere. But unfortunately, I do not. So, yeah. Like I said, I'm very honest and upfront. I tell you how it is. Some people are gonna, say different things. I tell you how it is. Do you trust Webrick or any of those other third-party sites? Also, to answer your question, I'm in the Midwest, USA. Due to privacy, I don't want to reveal the state. Okay. However, here's the thing, though. So, do you want to be eligible for prizes? Because I totally understand privacy. I mean, I had a psycho show up to my door. I totally understand. And I didn't give him my address. Another YouTuber gave him my address. And he was in for a rude awakening when he showed up at my door to start some shit because of that. Now you're good. Okay, that's fine. I just won't issue points. And not that I would give out your information. I totally understand if you're like, but if you win a prize, I'm gonna need your address in order to ship it. So that's why I ask. But Midwest, cool. So what was you say? Do you trust Webrick or any other third-party sites? Can you define? So I don't really know much about Webrick. What exactly is Webrick? The name sounds familiar. Webrick. Webrick sells high-quality loose parts with high clamping force and because his colors shops with. So it's a third-party Lego compatible site. Okay. Here's the thing. So Webrick makes Lego parts in colors Lego doesn't do. Okay. So here's what I would suggest. Go with your gut. Okay, I've never shopped with Webrick. However, I have bought in third-party parts. I mean, the base plates that you're seeing right here are third-party parts. The plates themselves. And the reason why is because Lego doesn't make a base plate that is regular plate thickness. They make 16 by 16s, but they don't make 32 by 32s or above. I rarely go above 32 by 32, so a lot of times it doesn't necessarily apply. But that is essentially the deal. So, but I usually buy that stuff off of Amazon. I have heard of Webrick, but I've never purchased from them. I mean, if they want to send me shit to review or stuff to review, I have no problem accepting it and reviewing it. But I will give an honest and upfront review. I won't. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sugarcoat any of that crap. Okay. So with that said, I don't know anything about Webrick, but as far as third-party parts, I do use them. So typically, I don't. I try to stay Lego compatible as much as possible. The reason why is because of sometimes quality issues, all of that. If it is a notable site, what I would recommend is placing a small order. $5-10 worth of parts. And if it works out, great. If it doesn't, then you only purchased. Then you only. I mean, it only costs you $5 or $10. I would definitely look into all their reviews and all of that. I would definitely, seek others like you just did, which is great. But yeah, I mean, I know it's difficult. I use Dollar Tree cheap Lego to make Mocs in prototyping. Then once finalized, I order parts from Lego. Can I be like that? Sounds like you're wasting a lot of money on prototypes. Um, because even can you give me a price comparison? So when you because like Dollar Tree, like how much do you typically spend on a prototype? What's the cost comparison? between the amount of bricks that you're buying via Dollar Tree, because obviously not everything is $1 there, versus the amount of money that you would spend if you just bought Lego. And so that also brings me to my question of, are you opposed to using digital software to do your Mocs? Because if you're not opposed to doing digital software, I would highly, and you don't want to buy the parts, to save you money. This is to help you. To save you money, you could easily just design the builds via a software like Stud.io, or there's a couple out there, but you could easily just design your mock via, like, say, Stud.io. I know Stud.io more than I know anything else. But you could design it via Stud.io, and then that way you're not buying off-brand brick for your mock, and you're using a digital software program that is free, by the way. I call it Stud.io. People call it Studio because it's Stud.io. It's via Bricklink. Well, that is the best Lego CAD program. Well, yeah, I mean, Mike, I trust your opinion on that. And I love Stud.io, but I know some people swear by other stuff, and they think that's the best. Well, they changed the name to Stud.io or Studio. You tried to put in Stud.io, and they probably said because they thought it was a link or some shit. So that's also one. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So 10. See if there's any other 10s. There's another 10. There's another 10. Oh, here's another one. So, Choo Choo, I really would suggest saving money, and instead of buying the Dollar Tree brick, I would highly suggest it's Stud.io on Bricklink, and you can easily, it's a free program. You can design the mock yourself. It has every part in the Lego category in every color, and you can even change it if you want to customize a part or whatever. You can design instructions if you want to sell instructions, all of that stuff in one program, and it's completely free. And that's going to save you a lot of money. I do use a Mecha Bricks and Studio. I use the dollar Lego in the build for when I need to modify it, like drilling a hole or hollowing out a brick to fit electronics, like I made a battery box that fits in a 2x6 brick. That's cool. I don't like battery boxes, to be honest. They suck, especially when you're doing an event, because the batteries run dead, and then you have to switch them out, and you have to unbuild certain shit, But okay, so you are using Stud.io. So you do you. I'm not trying to, like, tear your method apart. Please don't think that. I just, I have done a lot. Here's 9. I have done a lot where I've spent way too much money and ended up throwing that shit away. I'm not against using off-brand, but I mean, because if I get off-brand in like a bulk buy, then I will just use it as filler. Here's 7. Oh, here's 9 as well. Eight. That's 7. That's 6. This is 7. I don't see another 8. That is another 9. 9, 8. 7, 7. 6, 6. Oh, here's another 8. Crap. So 8, 7. Just a minute, guys. I see people typing. What is that? Oh shit, that's another 9. There's like 5 9s. 7. Okay, so 6, 6. I thought there was another 6. 6. And then 5, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3. Was there a 3 in here? No, that's 2. That's 1, 1, 1. Okay, so 2, 2, 2. 1, 1, 1. Okay, sorry. Nick Alex, IKS, welcome. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Mock, technically no. So this is, so I am organizing the bags for the Studgate train station by Bricklink via the Bricklink Designer Program. I believe it was phased 1, I think it was actually phase 2. So we have this right here. And so Bricklink train station, super cool set. I purchased it years ago, and I'm just designing or organizing the box. But thank you for being here. I appreciate you. If you like my content and want more, hit that follow. I am multi-streaming on YouTube and here on Twitch. So if you want to follow on both, I post videos on Mondays and Fridays, Monday being the YouTube short and Friday being the regular video. And then alright, so there's 20. Hold on. And then the regular video on Friday. And then I live stream every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you're at work, you can easily, you know, if your work allows it, don't get in trouble. Come hang out and have some fun. But thank you for being here. I appreciate you. What are you building? VetX, welcome. Thanks for being here. Just showcased it. It is the Lego or Bricklink Designer Program. Lego owns Bricklink, but it is the Bricklink Designer Program's Studgate train station. And I'm currently not really building it. I'm just organizing the bags. I did build out the Mills base plate for it. It is going to be bigger than the actual set. So this set is 48 by 48, but I don't use Lego base plates. The reason why is because, as you can see, I can fan myself with it. It's that flimsy. I don't like flimsiness. So I want something more sturdy, so I do use off-brand, but it's going to reduce by about 8 studs on each side and be placed in the middle, on all 4 sides actually. But that is okay because I have, you know, I have a sidewalk that I put in and all that kind of fun stuff. That's such a good set. I heard it was good. You know, I purchased it a long time ago. I was actually thinking about selling it. I had it for sale for a couple weeks, but I decided ultimately not to. Never in a million years did I think I would ever get a monorail in my set or in my city, and lo and behold, I've started that process. So instead of making this a train station, this is actually going to end up being a monorail station. So 2019. So I'm going to be modifying it 19. But I am going to build it legit first. 18. and then just take out the monorail as I need to. Okay. There's like 413 bags. Okay, 17, 17, 16, 16. Oh, there's another 17 here. Yeah, Lego base plates are very easy to break. You have YouTube? Yes, I am multi-streaming on both YouTube and Twitch right now. So if you go to YouTube and look up 36 Bricks, 36 BRIX, actually I can send you the link to the actual stream as I'm watching both to make sure everything goes well. Here, if it lets me, it should let me. Sometimes it's an ass. So there is the link to my YouTube, to the YouTube stream, and then you can always click on me and follow, subscribe. If you want to join my memberships, all that kind of fun stuff, it is all available. Check out my merch. So 16, 15, 15, 14, 14, 14. It's an advertisement. I did not catch the YouTube name. Oh, I just above you, if you can see it, you should be able to see it. I posted the link to my YouTube, to the YouTube stream. But my YouTube is 36 Bricks as well. 36 BRIX. The X is important. But there is a link to the actual live stream that I'm multi-streaming, and then you can always follow me from there. Okay, 13, 13, 13, 13. 12, 12, 11, 11. Okay. Thanks for the channel, Dub. Thank you. So that's there. And then there's not that many bags in here. But yeah, come hang out. Like I said, if you like my content and want more, please consider joining one of my memberships. Every time, so I haven't posted a video on this, but every time you are highly active in chat from start to finish, you get a point. For first-time viewers, you automatically get a point. And essentially what those points are, as long as you are in the U.S., those points qualify you for prizes at the end of the month. We do the at the last live stream of the month. We will add everybody's name into a wheel of names and all of their points, and we will spin the wheel, and essentially you will get a prize as long as you live in the U.S. Unfortunately, I can't do anybody outside the U.S. The reason being is because it's so freaking expensive to ship anything outside the U.S. Vedex, sorry, where are you from? And Nick, Alex, that's the same question for you. I don't need to know where exactly you live unless you win a prize, and I will private message you accordingly. But what's the nearest? You know, if you are in the States, the state and nearest big city. Texas. Nice. Texas. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Texas is cool. Near Houston. Sweet. Okay, so just organized all those. Let me grab a drink. So, I will be posting a video. I probably will make a video Friday for Friday and post it Friday. But basically, how you win is every time you participate in chat from start to finish. If you just pop into chat and you don't have a conversation or you just say hi, doesn't count. You've got to participate in chat and participate in conversations. So if you do that, you get a point. Each point equals a name on the wheel. So every time you post, if you go to my YouTube and you post a comment on my YouTube, a YouTube video, every comment that you post, one per video, for every video, you can get another point, which equals another name on the Wheel of Fortune. At the end of the month, we will put all of those names on the wheel. So if you have 30 points, your name will be on there 30 times. And then you will be eligible to win. And if you win, we will send you the prize shortly after. Dodger Dog, what up? How many points do I have? As of right now, you get one. You have 1 point. So again, every time you are active in chat or in a chat, you get 1 point per stream, 1 point per video, and all of that. So you can't like rack up 30 points just in one stream. So yeah, you have as of right now, anytime there's a new person, first time chatter, you automatically get a point because if you first time chat, you may not be as active, but yeah, so we'll get you a point. Dodger Dog, what up, dude? Haven't seen you in forever. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. I'm actually wrapping up the stream right now, so I apologize. But yeah, I do live stream every Wednesday from 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to roughly about 11:30 noon. Depends on the situation. I've organized all the bags, so I have nothing really left to do. But yeah, and then like I said, Monday and Friday I post videos. Mondays are the YouTube short. So make sure if you are subscribed or following on my YouTube channel that you hit those bells and you hit those notifications. That way you know. Pop in, comment on the video whether you like it or not. You know, comment pertaining to what you see and all of that. And then yeah, you'll get a point. So for the most part, say you do everything. Right? You're active in chat the whole time. You are posting comments on each video. Technically, once I'm done live streaming, the live stream is a video, so you can comment on that. That's essentially 4 points a week. So technically, a person at the end of 5 weeks can rack up anywhere from essentially 16 to 20 points. So yeah. Let's go. I'll be there next Wednesday. Yeah, next Wednesday. So, like I said, I live stream every Wednesday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Hang out, chat with me, strike up some good conversation. The only things that we don't talk about is politics, religion, and sports because most of the time people can't be civil. So we stay away from that. But yeah, we'll have some fun. So, let's see who we want to raid out to. Let's see. There we go. I see a few people on. Okay. I try to raid into somebody who is also pertaining to Lego. So creative dashboard. I should have this up all the time. Stream manager. Raid bag of soup. Now, if you are on YouTube, the raid means nothing. So yeah, so it's not going to be a situation. I also try to raid into essentially English speaking because if I can't understand them, I'm going to assume you can't either. So yeah. See, I can't hear anything. That's the thing. So I will raid into somebody I know. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so since we're gonna raid into KK builds, He is building the Lego City stuff. The reason why is because, like I said, I want to make sure because I can't hear anything. I'm having technical difficulties. So yeah. All right. So start raid. So again, thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate all the love and support. It really, really does mean a lot that you've taken the time, energy, and effort to be here, hang out with me, and chat. We're definitely going to get Mike some point, a point. A couple of the people I have to list them that will get points and all that kind of fun stuff. So thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. It really does mean a lot. I will be posting everybody's information on Instagram as far as who gets points and all of that. So again, I really do appreciate all the love and support, and we will see you next time on 36 Bricks.